episode picks up where the last one left off, where Scotty is outside talking to Tinkerbella because she's really upset at the fact that Rolly threw her under the bus with Natalie, and because she didn't like that Summer got involved, because Summer was saying that Scotty was wrong for going back and telling Rolly what Natalie said when Natalie was supposed to be her friend. So while Scotty and Tinkerbella are having this conversation, Summer ends up coming outside and her and Scotty start going back and forth with each other, and then Ahna decides that she's going to involve herself in this situation, and she starts calling out Summer, telling her that she needs to mind her business because she's always in somebody's business. And granted, I do agree with Ahna that Summer is always involving herself in other people's business. However, Ahna has also inserted herself in other people's business before in the past, so I don't understand why she's jumping down Summer's throat for doing the same thing that she does, although Summer can get really annoying. So Summer and Ahna are in each other's face, and all of a sudden Summer decides that she's going to swing on Ahna, so she swings on Ahna and the two of them start fighting, and Scotty obviously ends up jumping in. Now look, they all fought multiple different rounds, and none of them were good in my opinion. Like, nobody was really doing anything. They were all kind of swinging at the air and kind of slap boxing in my opinion. But Summer did catch Ahna in the nose one of those rounds, and Anna's nose was bleeding. She said that her nose was bleeding herself. That's how I knew, because I didn't really see it, but apparently Summer ended up popping her in her nose. So the other baddies end up hearing all the commotion going on, and they go to see what's going on, and Lex and Natalie go up there and they see it's 2 against 1, Scotty and Ahna against Summer, and Lex was up there to make sure that Summer did not get jumped, and Scotty starts swinging on Summer, and Lex is trying to break it up, and while she's trying to break it up, Ahna comes running over there and she tries to swing on Summer while Scotty is already fighting her. So Lex starts swinging on Ahna, and I thought it was funny because she did kind of pop her in her face one time. I think she slapped her in the side of the head or something like that and told her that she doesn't need to be trying to jump nobody, and I don't understand all the hate that Lex is getting. I understand that people don't like the fact that she said she was against bullying and she didn't do anything when Slim was being bullied. I do believe that, you know, she should have told Rolly that she felt like she was wrong. Even if she didn't decide to jump in the situation, she could have said that she felt it was wrong, and she didn't do that. However, she was not wrong in this situation for having Summer's back. Summer is cool with her. I'm not going to say they're friends because they didn't know each other long, but they have clearly built some type of bond, and so I don't think that it was wrong for her to stop Summer for being jumped. You're going to sit there and watch somebody that you're cool with get tag teamed by 2 people and you're not going to do anything to even the playing field? Like, I don't think that Lex was wrong for that at all. I think she did what she was supposed to do. I just feel like when people have their favorites and they have biased opinions, they will always say that somebody they don't like is wrong even when they're in the right, and say that the person that they like is in the right when they're in the wrong. And I'm just not a biased person. I don't give biased opinions. I watch it as a viewer and say what I see. I do think that, you know, Summer has done some wrong, and I do think that it's her karma for what she did to Slim, because she had no business getting involved in that situation. However, that doesn't mean that Lex is wrong for stopping somebody she's cool with from getting jumped. 2 things can be true at the same time. And Lex said in her confessional that she allows Summer to fight her own battles and she doesn't get involved, but when she sees that it's 2 against 1, she's going to get involved in it because she doesn't think it's fair, and I completely agree with her. I'm sorry, I agree. Now, when Summer's back is turned, all of a sudden Ahna runs up and she bops her in the back of the head. I thought that was kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. I don't agree with sneaking people from behind. However, Summer definitely snuck Slim, so I didn't really feel bad for her in that situation. But Natalie was getting so annoyed at all the drama that was going on because, look, Scotty and Summer ended up getting into it again because somebody tried to find out whose high-heeled shoe was in the water, okay? It was in the pool. And basically Summer said that it was Scotty's, and Scotty got so mad that she started swinging on Summer, and the 2 of them kind of started fighting a little bit. At one point, Natalie was telling them, come on, let's go to the club. We have a club booking to go to, but Summer would not be quiet, okay? She kept going at Scotty, and the 2 of them started going back and forth with each other inside the house, and Summer ended up throwing water, and some of it landed on Tinkerbella. But because Tinka knew that it was Summer who did it, and she liked Summer, and she knew that Summer didn't wet her on purpose, she said that she wasn't going to do anything about it, but she did make a comment saying that if it was Dolly, she would have popped off. Now, eventually, they do end up going out to the club, but before they end up going to the club, Scotty ends up pulling Rolly to the side and starts apologizing to her and taking accountability for going back and telling her something that Natalie said behind her back, because now Rolly feels like she can't trust Scotty, because if she'll go back and tell something that Natalie said, then she'll go back and tell something that she said too. And so Scotty was apologizing apologizing. I did think that it was cool for her to apologize for her part in things. However, it looked like she was kind of sucking up to Rolly, like she didn't want to be on Rolly's bad side, even though we know now that they are on each other's bad side because we've been recently seeing them going back and forth on social media. And Rolly even reposted the video of her slapping her at the Baddies South reunion, so we know that they're not cool anymore. Rolly starts saying that she's tired of Scotty and Natalie's shit and she feels like they both be acting fake. And look, I feel like Rolly is just as fake as Scotty and Natalie. It's just that when she gets mad, she'll let everything spill out and tell everything that everybody's been saying, and that's the reason why she thinks she's real. I don't feel like she's real because if she knows that Natalie and Scotty talk about each other and they're talking about each other to her, then what is she saying in return while they're talking about each other? So she's definitely being messy with them. She just doesn't like when the messiness ends up coming back on her. On the way to the club, Natalie is really irritated on the bus with the OGs. And look, not all the OGs were there, and this is why Natalie was upset, because she said that they were all advertised for this club in Hawaii on the poster, and yet Tasiki, Biggie, and Ahna all decided that they weren't going to go to the club, and she just feels like it's really unprofessional. I agree that it's unprofessional if they were advertised to be there and they decided to skip out on it. I feel like because they think that they've been on the show for multiple seasons, they feel like they can do whatever they want and still have a spot on the show, and Natalie kind of makes it to where they do believe that because she makes them feel that way. She also kind of snaps at Scotty on the bus because Scotty ends up bringing up Rolly's name, and Natalie gets agitated because she feels like Rolly is doing too much. She feels like Rolly wants her to baby her, and she said that that's not something that she's willing to do. Now, I don't feel like Rolly wants Natalie to baby her, but I do feel like she wants Natalie to kiss her ass, and I do feel like she wants Natalie to give her special treatment, which I don't know where Rolly's been, but she has absolutely been getting special treatment. If anybody else acted the way that Rolly did, they would have been off the show already. But when they get to the club, Natalie and Rolly actually end up making up with each other, and they claim that even though they get into stuff, they always end up getting back together again. And it's like, that's because they're trying to be friends with each other. They need to keep it strictly business. They can go out and do things together and hang out, but they need to realize that it's not a real friendship and it's all about business. But because everybody makes it like they're friends with Natalie, that's the reason why they end up getting their feelings hurt when Natalie does some fake shit. Watch her on Bad Girls Club season 4, and then you decide whether or not you think that Natalie is truly anybody's friend. When it comes to the TV world, I don't think she's friends with anybody. I think she feels like it's all business, and so I feel like they should all see it that way too. They were all actually really surprised though when they showed up to the club in Hawaii because they didn't think that they had any fans in Hawaii, but the club was actually really packed up. Side note, the next day Natalie was talking to Jaden and Biggie, saying that she wanted to do some things that were fun for them to do in Hawaii, and Jaden ended up getting in her confessional. And honestly, I do kind of like Jaden a little bit. She seems like she's cool. She's not really involved in any type of drama. She is kind of boring though on the show. I feel like she shouldn't really be there because I kind of forget she's there sometimes. That doesn't mean that she doesn't seem like she's a cool person, but her being high out of her mind in all of her confessionals is really throwing me off. Now, while the newbies are on their way to meet up with the OGs to go parasailing, Nunu starts asking Summer where she stands with Scotty and Ahna, and she said that she still has beef with the two of them and says that she will be fighting them again because they jumped her, and she claims that she has never been jumped before. And that's when Dolly ends up getting involved in the conversation, and she starts saying that she doesn't like that the OGs are always saying no jumping, no sneaking, and then they end up doing it themselves. And then when the new girls do the same thing that the OGs do, the OGs make it seem like it's a problem, so she feels like it's a double standard. I do feel like it's a double standard with the OGs. I feel like they try to bully the newer girls, even though the newer girls are the ones that are keeping this season afloat. Because let's be real, if the new baddies were on this season, it would kind of be boring and a little bit lackluster. But I will say that I don't know what Dolly's really talking about, because she has been jumping people. Like, she jumps in every fight that Summer gets into if she's over there for it. And even when Summer's not getting jumped, she jumps in. And I don't really like that. And see, that's the difference between Dolly and Lex to me. I don't dislike Dolly. I feel like I need another season of her so I can see how she really is and maybe see how she's like when she's not injured. But I will say that the difference between Dolly and Lex is that Lex only got involved when she saw that Summer was getting jumped, and Dolly gets involved when it's just a one-on-one fight. Now, when they all end up getting on 2 separate boats to go parasailing, they put everybody who has beef with each other on one boat together. And I think that was crazy, and that was really messy of them to do. But we know that it's reality TV and they need a little bit of messiness. So Summer, Ahna, and Scotty start going back and forth with each other once again on the boat. And Scotty and Summer are getting ready to fight each other on this damn boat, and the boat is not even that damn big. And so, you know, Summer tries to swing on Scotty and throw a kick, and Biggie is yelling in the background for them to sit down and stop because because she's scared because the boat is rocking too much. And I just felt like it was too damn much. Like, you're out to go do an activity. You do not need to be trying to fight on a boat, especially because Summer can't swim. I was a little taken aback by Summer talking about Scotty being smelly when everybody has said that Summer is smelly because she pees on herself a lot. So I didn't understand where that was coming from Summer. So despite all the arguing, the girls do end up parasailing, and it seems like they had a really fun time. That's something that I want to do as well. Maybe this summer I'll end up doing it. But after they did the parasailing, there was two different arguments that were going on the boat, okay? You had Nunu, Biggie, and Ahna arguing with each other because Biggie was trying to tell Nunu that her and Ahna did not jump her, and Nunu was saying that she absolutely did get jumped. And I am with Nunu on this. She did get jumped. When two people are swinging on somebody at the same time, you are jumping them no matter how severe it was. Then Ahna and Summer are arguing at the same time that Biggie and Nunu are going back and forth with each other, so it was hard to kind of keep up. But Ahna was calling Summer ugly and telling her that she got beat up, and I'm so confused by Anna's definition of beating somebody up because Scotty and Ahna were both fighting Summer. Like, she definitely did get jumped and tag teamed at different points in that fight, and the fact that none of them whooped her was crazy to me. So I don't understand why she's saying that Summer got beat up when Summer actually ended up popping Ahna in the nose and her nose started bleeding. I'm not saying that Summer won the fight. I don't think any of them did. But Ahna saying that Summer got beat up was a stretch because that girl did not get beat up and she ended up going to the club later that night. So Ahna and Scotty are saying that they're going to fight Summer again, and Lex makes it be known that if they try to jump Summer again, she's going to get involved because she's not going to let her friend get jumped in front of her face. And Biggie was trying to tell Lex that she needs to stay out of it and that Summer is crazy. And it's like, girl, shut up, because you don't even fight for your friend. We just found out that she let Ahna get jumped at the reunion and she didn't do anything. I don't know if that's true, but Ahna has confirmed it and multiple other people that were there said that. So Biggie has no reason to be in anybody's face telling them what they should and shouldn't do when it comes to their friends. So those are my thoughts on this week's episode of Baddies Midwest. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.